Today I will be speaking with Graham Kilshaw, the founder of Cube Ministries. Keep listening because he has promised a transformational teaching.
Well, thanks for inviting me to the podcast. I do derive pleasure from being of service.
Graham, what is your favorite subject in school?
Um, I'd say that my favorite subjects are computer science, linguistics, and blockchain. I found my own unique innovation pathway and improvement pathway with the Cube code ever since I started experimenting with the visual binary cuneiform clay tablets. I aim to take advantage of the big shift coming from the edge to the core to the cloud. So instead of counting assets with just cuneiform tablets, each asset can be entered into a blockchain cloud via 22-core edge computing. So we're starting to see and use blockchain to identify objects, people, and legal entities. It's creating value and jobs. So now I have to socialize and specialize with the cube and the code in schools.
Great. And how are you transforming its teachings?
So the teachings of computer science and linguistics are starting to transform via this 22-bit visual binary code.
So you're bringing the cube into schools?
Yes, we've brought it into schools, including the School for Ideal Education.
All right, if you had to write a book tomorrow, what would it be about?
Well, I keep rewriting my book via Google and Amazon Web Services, and my book introduces a font stack, like a font. The main purpose of this book is to train people to do sales and installations of our cube, mostly through civil society partnerships. So my goal for the Cube Ministries books is for the book to be a success. We need to earn good print media, good outdoor media, good broadcast media, and true online media. So I like to see this phenomenon from a perspective of media, merchandise, and a movement. And our handbook explains the Cube code for Cube Ministries. So there's our handbook coming through.
Great. What do you think the world will look like in 50 years from now?
Well, I think within 50 years, humans will grasp this quantum array technology and use it to restore a healthy and abundant planet Earth. People call this different things. It could be the singularity and orbitally rearranged monatomic elements. Dr. Ray Kurzweil calls it computronium. And if you're a fundamentalist, it could be called the life to come and communion with the Holy Spirit. It might take 50 years or more for our cube code to take hold. But I've noticed that ever since COVID-19, we've been working at warp speed. And we're delivering visual binary intelligence to governments around the world that are more united now than ever before. And there is a spiritual hierarchy in a world government. We're going to see the emergence of a new cube alphabet and a new group of world servers.
Oh, great. What is your biggest failure and what did you learn?
To be perfectly honest, I think my biggest failure with Friendship Cube was buying fake followers online. I only want genuine followers and authentic intelligence, so I'd rather have three authentic followers than a million fakes. So I'm going to say beware of the scammers and fakes. I know lawyers are expensive, but what I want to do is find pathways to legally protect the cube and its code. I guess so that only the elite level of civil society gets a hold of it.
What is your best tip for making this world a better place?
Well, right now I'm working on optimizing the cube font stack and creating this lyrics and speech visualizer that does live captioning in our cube fonts with our 22-core glyph. There are going to be more innovation pathways and improvement pathways that are in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. I highly recommend downloading the United Nations University Merit app on all your smart devices.
Good. What is the most important thing you have learned in your life?
That's a deep question. I think I've experienced deep understanding and insight from pathways tied to forgiveness, humility, understanding, valor, altruism, and compassion. It has been a journey of awakening and encounter and authority and community, vulnerability and mystery. And this comes into a system of neural networks and law. Um, I learned especially that the 7 laws of Noah, called the Noahide laws, really make a difference. Um, I also learned not to go more than 5 steps forward without remembering the Torah and the good life.
Great. Um, I've heard you say that you're catalyzing a global shift in consciousness with the Cube Code and Cube Industries. How are you inviting collaboration for your software and hardware?
So I've built a web font stack, and now I want people to sign the user agreement and put the fonts to good use. I'm inviting more than just collaboration. If you want to friend me on social media, I'll do more than just follow you back. I can actually collaborate, co-develop, and co-promote. If you represent a company or a nation, I can promise to serve you and to be of service. My goal is to share this cube and its code around the world, and that's why I founded Cube Ministries. I'm actually thankful that you asked me these questions because it clarifies things so that our followers and workers find intrinsic motivation to keep moving forward with our cube and our software products. Um, so thank you.
Well, thank you, Graham. And I promise to like, comment, and share. And when I have a chance, I will point people to Cube Ministries. And I'll even help to sell and install your cube and its code.